Is Commander overpowered? Most people say yes. Hell, I do too. They're wrong. Well, they're also right. Look, it's complicated, but not for the reasons you think. If you compare Commander to his peers, and yeah, he's overpowered. He outclasses every other survivor, but here's the thing. Compare him to the actual game. To the meta itself, he's not overpowered at all. I would argue he's the most balanced character in the game. The problem is that every other survivor is just underpowered. Let me explain. To understand why Commander seems broken, you need to understand what truly matters for getting the win as a survivor. And spoiler alert, it's not what you think. Health points, and why you're thinking about them wrong. A lot of players, especially new players, think that HP is the most important stat. And look, they're not wrong to think it matters. It directly dictates how many hits you can tank. More is better, right? But here's what you should actually be caring about. The threshold, not the total. Let me give you the simplest example. Ultimates. Every alter ego ultimate, as of now, deals a flat 100 damage. So to tank it, you need at least 101 HP or more. Doesn't matter if you have 100, 90, or even 10 HP. You're all getting knocked out by one ultimate. This is what makes Fjord a great survivor to me, because he's the only character who passes this threshold. Now, let's talk about the main damage output, M1 attacks. Every M1 deals 25 HP, meaning a survivor with 100 HP can tank at least 4 hits before going to DBNO or out of the game. Do the math on every character, and they are all above the threshold to tank at least 4 hits, with Fjord getting 5. The only HP total that drops you to 3 hits is 75, but well, no one has that yet. Now, obviously, the killers aren't missing all of their abilities, but this is exactly why characters with less HP have other utilities to protect themselves. That's why I don't think Patient Zero's health disadvantage is that big of a deal. He can tank as many M1s, the main DPS output, as anyone else. And on top of that, he can heal more than 2/3 of his HP from his vitamins in total. Here's my point. HP isn't as important as the other stat. Stamina. It matters, sure, but you only need to reach a certain threshold for it to be valuable. In practice, say 90 HP is just as good as 100. Stamina, or why movement is everything. The best way to survive isn't being able to tank the most hits. It's to never get hit in the first place. You could have 50 HP max for all I care, but if you have 200 stamina, you're the best character in the game. You can outrun killers and never even face them. The best defense is not how you protect yourself, it is how you prevent danger before it even happens. But it goes deeper than that as well. Movement is directly tied to your win condition. You have to find and do generators. The more you get to run, the more chances you have to complete them. The map is pretty big, and generators aren't easy to find unless you remember the spawn points. Time is always ticking, and if you think about it, do you know who solves these problems directly? Commander! He has a speed boost for the whole team. He can locate generators in the killer. He doesn't even have more stamina. And that's okay. The only reason stamina matters is because it lets you move quicker. A speed boost is just the same as a stamina boost. The longer you move is the same as the quicker you move. But here's where it gets interesting. Commander is the answer, and that's the problem. If Commander literally answers the win conditions, how is he balanced exactly? Because right now the best way to win is for everyone to pick Commander. He directly tackles all the issues that cripple survivors. This is where we need to talk about what the developers actually want for this game to be. Look at the timer. The game can last up to 5 minutes, which is pretty fast paced. Dead by Daylight matches usually run around 10 minutes, so clearly the devs want a quick dopamine farm type of game. But then why do generators take so damn long? Why are revives and movement speed so slow, man? The developers' clear intent is to make a fast-paced game, but none of the survivors or objectives reflect this. Except Commander. This is why I personally believe Commander is balanced. He's the only character made to be viable in a fast-paced game. The slow revives and generators aren't a problem when he has a speed and a button that reveals the killer's location and the generator's locations. He knows where to go and where to evade and can manage his time as efficiently as possible. There's no factor of the unforeseeable to put him on edge. Every other character is underpowered because they're designed under the impression that it's a slow game. The slow movement speed, the sparingly placed objectives, the slow sustaining heals. Even the stuns are too situational. Most of the time I would rather run away than prep a stun. Frankly though, I think the stuns are fine the way they are. But everything else, way too slow. Commander isn't overpowered, the others are just so damn weak. Commander is quite literally built different. He's built for the game the devs actually want Alter Ego to be. Everyone else is just stuck in a design philosophy that doesn't match the game's pacing. So no, Commander does not need nerfs. Every other survivor needs buffs to match the pace that he sets. Until that happens, yeah, stack Commanders and enjoy your wins. Even though it doesn't really matter, it doesn't get saved. Because right now, he's not broken. He's the only one who isn't.